Let me ask you a very quick question. Would you like to pass every job interview you ever attend at the first attempt? If the answer is yes, then make sure you stay tuned. The information and insider tips I am going to give you in this training video will help you easily beat the competition. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button and tell me the name of the job you are applying for in the comment section below the video so I can give you some extra tips to help you be successful. Okay, the purpose of this training video is to make sure the hiring manager rings you up and says to you, congratulations, I'd like to offer you the position. So let's get started with those insider tips and brilliant top scoring answers that are going to help you get hired. Please take notes. In this video, I'm going to tell you what you must do to pass your job interview. Now, before you attend your interview, there are two things you must do. During the job interview, there are three things you must do and say. And then finally, after the interview has finished, there is one thing you must do. Let me tell you what all of those things are. Again, take notes. So, there are two things you must do before your interview. The first thing you definitely have to do is make sure, write this down, you quickly research the company you are applying to work for. The number one reason why people fail interviews is because they don't know enough about the company they are applying to work for. So you can do the following things to research the company effectively. First of all, make sure you visit their website About Us page. Find out about their history and also find out what their company values are. You should also take a look at their products and services to find out what they actually do. And an even better tip is to make sure you follow them on social media so you are aware of their latest news stories. Researching the company before your interview will help you answer the interview question, why do you want to work for us? Let me give you a brilliant answer to that difficult question so you can write it down and practice it. Here we go. I want to work for you because my research tells me you have high standards, ambitious plans, and company values that align with mine. I was impressed with your online reviews, how you engage with customers on social media, and how you support your staff so they can reach their full potential. This is a company I can see myself working for long term while collaborating with other ambitious and positive people. I am sure you will agree that is such a strong answer that is definitely going to help you get hired. Make sure you stay tuned because I have many more great responses to give you. The second thing you must always do before your interview is to complete a mock interview. A mock interview is where you sit down with someone, preferably a recruitment expert or hiring manager, and you answer the questions you will likely have to answer during the real interview. A mock interview is great because it increases your chances of getting hired by 87%. It is a well-known fact that people who complete a mock interview are more likely to get hired because they have practiced the kind of questions they will have to answer in the real interview. Also, a mock interview will significantly help to reduce interview nerves. And if you would like to undertake a mock interview with either myself or a real hiring manager, click that link at any time. So there's the 2 things you must do before your interview to increase your chances of getting hired. Number 1, research the company. Number 2, carry out a mock interview. Let's start working through those 3 things you must do during your interview. Number 1 is to make sure you give a brilliant introduction. At the start of your interview, the hiring manager is going to say either, tell me about yourself, or introduce yourself. I recommend you talk about the following 4 things in your introduction. S, write these down. The skills you have that match the job description. E, either your educational background if this is your first job, or the experience you can bring to their company. A stands for details of any achievements you have attained in your life so far. This tells the hiring manager you have a track record of success. And then finally, talk about the type of person you are and what you'll do in the role to make a big difference to their company. Now you will notice that those 4 things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T, skills, educational background, experience, achievements, and the type of person you are. And you can remember my SEAT structure for your job interview introduction because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. So the first thing to do during the interview is to give a strong introduction because this demonstrates excellent communication skills. What I'm going to do now to help you pass your interview is give you the perfect introduction to your interview that follows my SEAT format, S-E-A-T. Don't forget, this answer is perfect for tell me about yourself or introduce yourself. Again, write this down. Here we go. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for this opportunity. I have the skills to match the job description. I am a hard-working, diligent, responsive and self-motivated employee who puts the needs of my team first. My qualifications are a great match for this industry, and my experience of working on teams, completing difficult projects and delivering excellent customer service means I am ready-made for this position. I have a track record of achievement. In my last role, I was praised for my strong work ethic and flexibility with my job description to support the company in times of need. If you hire me, I will be a great role model for the company and take ownership of my professional development to ensure you always receive a great return on my salary. I am excited about this role and look forward to sharing additional details in the interview regarding my suitability for the position. And you can see how all of these answers are going to help you stand out from the competition. That is such a strong answer. Let's now move on to the second thing you must do during your interview to pass. Here we go. So you must make sure you have a unique answer to the interview question, why should we hire you? The hiring manager is going to use your answer and the other candidates' answers to decide which one person they will offer the job to. Now, there is a really smart way to answer this question. Let me give you the answer and you will see why it is going to help you stand out from the other candidates. Again, write this down. Here we go. Why should we hire you? You should hire me because I am a fast and responsive worker who gets more work completed than the average employee. I always strive to make a difference in my work. For example, in my last job, I volunteered to train new team members and I always asked customers for feedback so we could improve. You should also hire me because I have created a 30, 60 and 90-day plan that outlines what I will do in this role to give you a strong return on my salary, and I would like to give you a copy. I absolutely love that response. It is unique because at the end you are saying you should also hire me because I have created a 30, 60 and 90-day plan that tells you what I will do in the role to give you a great return on my salary. You should then give the 30, 60 and 90-day plan to the hiring manager. If it's an in-person interview, you can hand it over to them when you have given your answer, or if it's an online interview, you can email it to them once the interview has finished. This is a great way to show the hiring manager you want to make a difference in your work, but also you are highly organized. If you want to download my ready-made 30, 60 and 90-day plans for interviews, click that link at any time. The third thing you must do to be successful at your interview is have strengths that stand out from the other candidates. During your interview, the hiring manager will definitely say, what are your greatest strengths? In the next section of this video, I will put up on the screen my favorite strengths, the strengths that I believe are going to help you get hired. Once I have worked through those greatest strengths for job interviews, I will give you the perfect answer to the question, what are your greatest strengths? Here we go, write these down. Best strengths for job interviews. Number one is, I am a cost-conscious employee who strives to help my employer save money. That strength tells the hiring manager you are smart and budget aware. The second best strength is, I treat the company's reputation as if it were my own, with integrity, pride and professionalism. Now this shows accountability and long-term thinking because you want to protect the company's reputation. The third best strength for job interviews is, I take ownership of problems and resolve them without needing to be chased or reminded. That is such a good strength. It highlights reliability and someone who takes the initiative. The fourth best strength is, I constantly look for ways to improve systems, save time and reduce waste. So that shows efficiency and innovation focus. The fifth greatest strength is, I adapt quickly to change and help others stay positive and productive during transitions. That is such a good strength to use in a job interview because it demonstrates leadership in uncertain times. And the sixth greatest strength is, I bring positive energy and resilience to every team I join, even under pressure. That shows emotional intelligence and it's a morale booster. So let me now put everything together in the perfect example answer to that question, what are your greatest strengths? My greatest strengths include being a cost-conscious employee who seeks ways to help my employer save money. I am trustworthy and loyal and treat the company's reputation with respect and professionalism, especially while dealing with customers or clients. Finally, perhaps my greatest strength is that I take ownership of problems and resolve them without needing to be chased or reminded. Those strengths will definitely help you beat the competition. We have now covered the 2 things you must do before your interview, the 3 things you must do during your interview. Let's now move on to the 1 thing you must do after your interview has finished. Make sure you send the hiring manager a thank you email. There are several benefits to sending a thank you email. Number 1, it reinforces your enthusiasm for the role. Sending a thank you email shows genuine interest in the position and the company. It also reminds the interviewer that you are motivated and enthusiastic, which can help keep you at the top of their mind when deciding which person they want to hire. And the second benefit to sending a thank you email is it demonstrates professionalism and courtesy. A polite thank you email message reflects positively on your character. It also shows strong communication skills if it is written correctly, emotional intelligence, and respect for the interviewer's time. And those are all qualities that employers value highly. So let me give you the perfect thank you follow-up email script you can send to the hiring manager within 24 hours of your interview finishing. Write this down and use it after your interview. Here we go. Dear Sir, Madam, thank you for the opportunity I had today to interview for the position with insert the company's name. I thoroughly enjoyed the process and learning more about your company. The experience made me more excited about the prospect of being able to contribute to insert the company's name's mission. If you require further information to help you make a decision, please don't hesitate to contact me and I will be happy to assist. I look forward to hearing from you in due course. Kind regards, insert your name, your contact telephone number, and your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so there you have it. 2 things you must do before your interview, 3 things during, and 1 thing after. That is a brilliant follow-up email script. The next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download the exact interview scoring sheet the hiring manager will use to assess you at your interview. Imagine having the scoring sheet before your interview. Your chances of success will literally skyrocket. You will also get my 50 outstanding ready-made answers to difficult interview questions, plus those 30, 60 and 90-day plans you can give to the hiring manager when answering that question, why should we hire you? To get all of this in your inbox now, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Don't forget, you can also undertake a mock interview with either myself or one of my recruitment experts. Click that link to get that service right now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an absolute honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the very best for getting hired. Have a great day.